Welcome back, everybody. Let's dive in. This is one of many horrific/paranormal stories I had to go through during my life. Yet whenever I've been asked to tell a story, this is the first one that comes to mind. I was 14 years old when it happened, and even if sometimes I cannot recall what I had for lunch yesterday, this incident will be stuck in my mind forever, with all its eerie details. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was during the summer, no schools, warm weather, and after a happy day spent with my family and a great night at the cinema with my friends, I returned home, satisfied for the day, and thinking/planning my days forward, ready to take advantage of the free time given and ready to seize the next day. It was already late when I decided to go and lay on my bed, and almost without knowing, I fell asleep. It started. I remember in my sleep to be transferred in some sort of another realm. The atmosphere had a reddish hue, and I had the taste of dirt combined with iron in my mouth. No smell, no sound, no awareness of my body, but the feeling of something ominous that was lurking was growing more and more in my mind. Dead silence as I started to look around and explore. Nightmares were not strange to me anymore, and I was and still am more curious rather than afraid when I see them. No matter where I was searching inside my dream, I wasn't able to see anything more than the red hue of the atmosphere I was surrounded with, and feel like something is going to happen any time now. And then out of nowhere, all of a sudden I started hearing someone laughing. It was the laughter of a woman, not too loud and innocent enough, not to make me freak out and wake up. The laughter, though, kept growing in intensity and volume, and it started to transform to a more dark, sinister, hybrid male-female laughter. The loudness of it almost became unbearable, and suddenly it stopped. As I started to calm down, in the sudden reoccurring dead silence of my dream, there it was again. But this time it was faint, to the point that I had to focus in order to be able to hear it. Faint and distant, when all of a sudden again very loud, next to me, sinister. I started to hear also other laughs with similar intensity coming from all around me. I started hearing women and children crying. I couldn't stand it and I immediately woke up, but the sounds didn't stop at all. I stood up and started slapping my face and body in case I was still dreaming, but nothing. I was surrounded by evil laughter and desperate cries that were extremely loud. And as if that was not enough, I started seeing evil faces and eyes looking at me from the walls that kept disappearing when I was going closer to check them out of disbelief and reappearing when I would move away. Unable to make anything go away, I went to the bathroom where I thought some water would definitely wake me up and give me back my sanity. Unfortunately, water didn't help at all. So I decided to just lay on my bed again, and regardless the sounds that kept going, to try and fall asleep. But before that, just to be sure that this wasn't just my imagination, I scratched 3 lines on the wooden headboard of my bed. Despite the obscurity of the situation, I managed to fall asleep. The next day I woke up and it was gone. My first thought was to check the headboard of my bed, as I was wondering if it was a dream and this whole experience was just a nightmare. But the 3 lines were still there.